my fellow crafters, and welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. My name is David, and today I'm going to be making a card for you. And it's going to be different. A little while ago I was browsing YouTube, as one does. That's how you found me, so you know what I mean. And I came across a video from Gina K, and I think Gina K is a great source of inspiration. I love her master layouts, die sets. If you watched me before, you know I use them a lot. And she did a video with Vellum and a double stencil technique, and that inspired me, and that's what we're gonna do today. So let's have a look at what we're gonna do today. I've got a lot of different things that I'm gonna be using, but first I need my Make Art Station because we're gonna do some stenciling. I'm gonna try to keep the glare out. There we go. I've used the Gina K Master Layouts one. I'm going to use another one, but I'm not sure yet, for the sentiment strip. I'm going to use this beautiful Altenew Sunburst stencil. I'm going to use this lovely stencil. It's from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I'm going to use this sentiment, Have a Magical Day, I think. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I'm going to use... Did I put it? Here is this big, huge congrats. I'm gonna mount everything on a yellow card, but I'm not sure which yellow yet. So it's either gonna be this one or this one, but I'm gonna decide when I've assembled the card, because then I can truly say this color or that color. Right, I've got my card base, my card fronts cut out. This one is cut out of the Elizabeth Craft Designs soft finish cardstock in the 300 grams, nice sturdy cardstock. And this is the vellum I'm going to be using. To be honest, I don't know the brand. It was an unbranded packaging, so I'm not sure it's the Lawn Fawn. But anyway, I've got several vellums, and this one is nice and transparent. And that is what I want for this one. So that's why I chose this vellum. So for you, if you want to do this technique, use a transparent vellum. Then what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my card front and I'm going to take my dotted stencil. It's sort of dotted, then it's not. Yeah, it's a different kind of stencil. It's a rocky, I think they call it a rocky stencil, but yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, then I've got two colors of ink picked out. Now this is quite convenient. This is from my old career, Tupperware. It's a pot opener from Tupperware, but if you put it down, it prevents your ink pad from sliding. So that's what I figured out I'd use it for. So I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to decide what color to use first. And I'm going to use the carved pumpkin for this base first. So I'm going to ink up my brush. Tap it off, and then I'm gonna color in these, well, what is it? Dots, rocks, whatever. I love the soft finish cardstock because the way it takes the ink, it's lovely. You will see that when I take it up for a close-up. It blends beautifully. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, right? Look at that. Beautiful colors. Okay, that's done. I'm going to clean that up later. I will not bore you with that. This one can go fairly quick and simple. And then I'm going to get that Altenew stencil that I just showed you for this. It's the Altenew Sunburst one. And I'm going to line that up so that center part of the sun is a bit lower, like that, right in the middle of that vellum. So I'm coming in with, what's this called? Fossilized amber. I'm gonna go from the center outwards over that vellum. Now I was thrilled to find out that you can ink vellum. I always thought that it would be smudging, but when you heat set this, right, when you're finished, it will not smudge. So that was a big eye-opener for me. And I was thrilled to find that out because I love the effect. You will see I've tested it. Of course, I've tested it on small pieces because I didn't want to ruin my vellum or ruin a project for that matter. In the end, this is a quite quick and easy card, which is nice, right? Sometimes we want to do a more elaborate card. Sometimes we want it nice, quick, and easy. Okay, let me pick this up. I think this is beautiful. This stencil is beautiful anyway. There we go. Done. Now, look at that. Beautiful, right? And now it's already time to have a look. This I need to dry. I'm just taking my heat gun and quickly drying it. Now you can see I'm not really heating it because my finger is not burning. So that's how quick I move it around. There we go. It should be doing the trick. Now I'm going to test it at the side. Look, smudge proof. Love it. So this is going to go over this part, but I want to lift it up slightly. So what I did, I've got, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Just redid my craft room and I can't find anything. So I've got this die. It's an older die from Elizabeth's Craft Design, but it's a very pretty one. And I've cut out a front panel from that. Also from the 300 grams cardstock, soft finish cardstock. And I'm going to put the vellum behind that. Now I know in this video I've got a lot of different products, but all the products will be linked down in the description box. So it's easy for you to find the products that I can link. I'm not sure this one is still available, but I will see what I can do. And while I'm at it, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do. That will really make my day. Okay, back to the card. What I want to do is I want to put this vellum on here. And what I'm going to use for that is my 3 millimeter tape. And I'm just going to put little pieces on right in between these holes. And this is double-sided adhesive. That will make sure that vellum stays nicely adhered to this panel. And the last bit has come off. So now this is the side that I inked, and this is the softer side. And what I want is that softer side to be on the front. This is a bit too much. And if I turn it like this, this is a bit softer. So this is the side that's going up. So I'm going to put it on my frame like so. So here we have that panel. Beautiful, right? What I want to do next is I want to put, there's a big fingerprint from my yellow fingers, but I will cover that up. So I'm not too worried about that. So next I'm going to take this huge roll of tape. It's from Heavy Doodle, 3 millimeter deep foam tape. And I'm going to cut little pieces of foam. So I'm just going to take a bit of foam tape, take it off, and cut some little pieces. And just put them around, because I want to lift this panel up ever so slightly. I will do this all around. And I will not bore you with that, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I have placed the foam tape where I want it, and I have removed the backing. And now it's time to put our next panel behind this. So again, this is cut out with the same master layouts die, so I know it fits behind this beautifully. And look at that. Love this. I think this is absolutely Fabulous. Now there's some sticky sticking out on the back. That doesn't matter because we're going to put this on a card base. Now, speaking about a card base, I have to choose what color to use. Now, I think I already know because this one is not going to do the trick. It's going to be this one. So I'm going to make a card base out of the yellow, and I'm going to die cut out this sentiment out of the same yellow. Here's my card base already, and I will trim this off later when I'm done to make it a complete fit. Okay, so now I'm going to take my big congrats die. It's a massive die. I love it. And I'm going to put that on here. Just take my scissors and cut a bit off. There's no need to put this all through the die cut machine. Just using my little tweezers and poking through the holes. So everything will be released. And there we have my sentiment. Beautiful. Now, if I would have been smart, I would have cut this out using the adhesive on the back. This is one thing that I always forget. And it's on my desk right in front of me. But okay, that's me. I'm getting used to myself. Well, it took me nearly 50 years, so it'll take you a bit longer. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll use some glue. This is going to be right there. So it's big, but because it's in that same yellow color, it's not going to be in your face that much. Normally I would have done it in black, but I'm not going to be putting a black matte layer on there. So I do like this soft look. So there's one thing left to do, and that is have a sub-sentiment. Now this says congrats, so I thought have a magical day would be a good one, right? So let's take that one out. I've got a piece of soft finish cardstock here. Let me cut that off. And I'm going to use my MISTI for this. Because I already know that on the soft finish cardstock, you just need to stamp several times. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do this sentiment. I think I'm going to stamp it in black. I'm just going to put that right there. Pick it up. Now in my MISTI, I have a piece of sticky grit. I'm going to stamp this with a VersaFine in black onyx. Just tap some ink on there and press. Don't press too hard. I rather press 6 times than do it too hard, because then you will smudge the fine details of this font. Give it some time to sink in as well. Don't be too quick, as I normally am. So I'm more saying it to myself than to you guys. But that's one thing that I found that really helps, is just giving it some time to sink in to the paper. Beautiful, right? Right, now let me have a look, because I've got Monster Layout 2 here, but I think these sentiment strips are too big. Well, this one could be. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, that's going to be fun. There we go. Now, let me peel off this tape. And there we have it. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together. So that's going to be on there. So I'm going to take my little tweezer, take my art glitter glue, my favorite glue, and I'm just going to dot that on there very lightly. Right. Now let me hover over this. place that on there. And what I really like is that, I'm not sure the camera picks it up. There is a piece, this creates a shadow through the vellum on the paper as well. So that's really nice. Now, next I'm going to take, again, a piece of foam tape that I'm going to put behind this strip to give it some dimension again. Just going to trim it down ever so slightly because it's too wide now. There we go. I'm going to put this one up a tiny bit. There we go. And press it down. Okay, now it's time to adhere this card to this card. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some glue behind this because I do want some wiggle time to make sure I've got it right, because I don't want to ruin it at this stage. So I'm going to line this up like so. I have a small border on the sides. There we go. Here is my finished card. But what I want to do, just to make this card a little tiny, teensy-weensy bit more special, is I'm going to take this stencil. I'm going to put that on the inside. Using my yellow brush, I'm just going to use whatever is left on that brush and create a bit of a pattern, tone-on-tone pattern around on the inside of that card. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be fully covered, but I just think it's nice to have the pattern coming back on the inside. Okay, and here we have it, the final result. I love how this card came together. I really do. It's a beautiful birthday card. Nice with the inside, bit of texture, but I do love how the front of this panel came together with the 3D look through the vellum. Really nice. Now, I hope you picked up something. I learned something by watching Gina, that you could use the dye inks on the vellum and not just pigment inks, which was a nice learning curve. Love how this idea came out. Love how this card came out. Again, if you like it, please give this video a thumbs up. All the products are linked down in the description box. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, because that will really make my day. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'd love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.